An intense Arctic blast is expected to bring down dangerously cold record low temperatures to a big section of the US this week, along with a winter storm that could bring heavy snow to the plains, the South, and the mid-Atlantic. In this video, I'm going to show you what to expect from this extreme winter weather pattern, but first, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe for more weather updates, and comment below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the forecast. So, the National Weather Service actually has quite a bit of watches and warnings in place because of this. So there's actually extreme cold warnings in place from eastern Montana across the northern plains, especially North Dakota, South Dakota, even Minnesota, under extreme cold warnings from what's going to be some dangerously cold temperatures in a lot of these places, and also extreme cold advisories, extreme cold watches, all the way down into Texas. Yeah, so this is pretty significant. And then there's winter storm warnings across the Pacific Northwest, especially the Cascade Mountains, the Northern Rockies, Montana, the Yellowstone area. They have winter weather advisories across Nebraska, even northern Missouri, and then winter storm watches and warnings for Kansas and Missouri. And then these will extend eastward as that storm system happens through the middle of this week. And there's still wind advisories and winter storm warnings across the Northeast because of this storm system that's kind of moving out right now. But that was the storm system that brought all the heavy rain and severe weather across the South just yesterday. But yeah, this Arctic blast is actually no joke. Here's a look at the temperature anomalies. You see these are temperatures well below average across southern Canada and the northern plains. You have, in some places, these are temperatures 40 to over 50 degrees below average. And this is just right now. This is tonight. Below average temperatures are moving into most of the U.S. If you look, it's at least the eastern two-thirds of the U.S. under well below average temperatures with this. And it just gets worse, actually, as we go into Tuesday. Still, these temperatures are going to be 40 to 50 degrees below average. And it really hits the central U.S., even going all the way down into Texas. And then it just stays in place, even going into Thursday afternoon. Then it kind of expands eastward across even the South, seeing these extremely below average temperatures. And then pretty much stays in place, especially across the plains and the South, going all the way into Friday. Even this weekend, going into Saturday, pretty much still below average temperatures. But of course, southern Canada is warming up, so that's, the end of the Arctic blast for now. But these are some well below average temperatures, dangerously cold temperatures, and in a lot of places, what will be record low temperatures. And here's actually how cold it could get. You could have temperatures negative 35 to negative 40 degrees. And remember, this is kind of late in February, and we're still seeing these temperatures negative 40 degrees in southern Canada and North Dakota, seeing temperatures negative 30 degrees, even negative 35 degrees in North Dakota. Monday night going to Tuesday morning. And then these below zero temperatures head towards Oklahoma, Arkansas, and even Texas, where it looks like the coldest temperatures even further south will probably be on Thursday morning. For Texas, temperatures in the teens, even Louisiana seeing temperatures in the low 20s and teens across the South, even pushing towards Mississippi and Alabama. And then these below average temperatures kind of stay in place until Friday before it's going to still be below average, but not as intense. Pretty intense cold temperatures for a lot of places, and here's all these record low temperatures that could be set. Even going into Tuesday, these are low temperatures, record lows, and you're going to have record low high temperatures as well, but especially the record low temperatures, looking at negative 20 to negative 30 degrees in the northern plains, and then even in the central plains, temperatures near negative 10 or so. And then it gets more intense and expands on Wednesday for the low temperatures. And then Thursday is the big day, with the National Weather Service is showing 54 record low temperatures for Thursday, February 20th, going all the way from North Dakota down to Texas and Louisiana. And so you could have definitely these low temperatures in the negative 20s for the north, and then single digits all the way into northern Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, even teens and low 20s across Texas and also Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. And then Friday, it kind of expands further eastward, even across the south somewhat, and then not going to be seeing so many record low temperatures after Friday. So pretty much the most intense part of the Arctic blast is going to be Tuesday through Friday. But then this is actually going to coincide with a winter storm that could bring some pretty heavy snowfall. So here's the simulated precipitation. You see the snowfall over the northern Rockies, and here's what's turned into a nor'easter system moving away from the northeast tonight. And then notice you have all this, some rain across the Pacific Northwest, and then snow in the northern Rockies. And this is kind of what's going to lead to a new snowstorm as it interacts with this Arctic blast that's happening. By Tuesday afternoon, you have some decent snowfall across Nebraska, Kansas, even Oklahoma. And then it looked more like there could be some significant freezing rain before. Now it doesn't really look like that so much. The Euro model is not showing as much freezing rain with this, but more of the snowfall. But in between the rain and snow line, you do have some potential for some freezing rain, probably with this. But Tuesday afternoon, February 18th, you have some heavy snowfall across parts of Kansas, Missouri, also Oklahoma and Arkansas, with rain across Texas and Louisiana for the most part. And then this is moving pretty quickly. You do get some snowfall across the south, like Kentucky and Tennessee, even as far north as Ohio. But this is moving pretty quickly, so it's not going to dump too much heavy snowfall there. But then it does look like it intensifies. This is going into Wednesday afternoon. It could intensify with some heavy rain across the southeast, but also heavy snow, very heavy snow across North Carolina and Virginia. And then it really gets intense as it tries to intensify, right off the East Coast going into Wednesday night. And it could dump some pretty heavy snowfall over eastern North Carolina, Virginia, even the Delmarva area. And then it looks like it kind of escapes off the East Coast without bringing too much heavy snow for the Northeast. It could. There's the potential for it to shift a little bit, but right now it doesn't look like too much snowfall for the Northeast with this, but definitely pretty heavy snowfall for the plains. Some for the South, but especially the mid-Atlantic, there is the potential for a significant snowstorm. And pretty much the track of the heavy snow goes, really it's starting over the northern Rockies and the Northwest, and then it kind of goes down across the plains, and then somewhat for the South, and then off into the mid-Atlantic region, and also North Carolina. And so here's a look at the total snowfall for the part of the storm over the plains. You could have pretty much anywhere from 4 to 8 inches of snow for most of Nebraska, and then for Kansas, looking at, in general, probably 6 to 10 inches of snow for eastern Kansas, but then some areas could see over a foot of snow for southeastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma, and then southern Missouri looks like another area that could see some significant snowfall, a foot or more of snow. And then the same thing for northern Arkansas, southern Illinois, could see some significant snow. And then also Kentucky could get a few inches of snow from this, and also even a couple inches of snow for Tennessee, even as far south as southern Oklahoma, southern Arkansas, even northern Mississippi and Alabama could see an inch or two of snow from this. But then here's where it gets really intense. It's going to be over the mid-Atlantic area, where you could have over a foot of snowfall for parts of North Carolina, eastern Virginia, and the Delmarva area. But some areas could see maybe localized amounts up to 18 to 20 inches of snow. That's a lot of snow for the mid-Atlantic to happen in one storm. So that's a pretty significant snowstorm that we're looking at, besides the extreme Arctic blast. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, share the video, comment below, and hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for more weather updates. Extreme Weather Zone, out.